Alright, well, I'm about to do another test. Got some metal. I ain't cleaning good. I just hit it with a wire wheel. I have some 7018 Lincoln rod. I'm about to practice with this AC/DC Lincoln rod. And then I got some new stuff that I went and picked up today. I thought it was 6010 when I went and picked it up. This is actually stronger than 7018. It is it's for alloy and medium carbon steel. It's for industrial use, like big machinery and stuff, which is a good thing. So it lets me know it's strong. It's a 78,000 pound tensile strength. It's AC/DC rod. This is the rod here. It's HD66 AC/DC EP. Electropositive. So I'm gonna run it on DC on my Thulium. I'm gonna run a bead of 6010 at 90 amps, and I'm gonna run a bead of this at 125 amps, because that's what it calls for the 8-inch rod. Both of them 8-inch rod, as you can see. So we're gonna see how this turns out. We'll start off with this 7018. Let me get the machine turned on. Y'all can see how that came out. Pretty smooth. Alright, I'm gonna run another second bead of 7018 with not hot start, but arc force on 5. Still at 90 amps, full voltage. Let's see how this one comes up. And deeper and thicker than the first one that I ran. As the first one. Alright, now we about to run XHD 66 rods. I'm gonna go ahead and run it at 90 amps with with arc start. I'm sorry, with arc force. All those stops and starts, that's a pretty fucking ugly weld. So let me turn the amperage up at 120 amps. Yeah, I can go back to 90 amps and hover it above like I just did this one and see, because I was trying to drag it like 7018, and I don't really, it doesn't like being dragged like 7018. It's a weird, different profile from the 7018, which is these two over here, but at 90 amps. So let me take it back to 90 amps, because right now it's at 105, and see what it'll do. Alright, and let's see, arc force on 0, and run this same XHD 66 rod and see what it do. Yeah, a little bit more about this rod. It's electro AC/DC reverse positive. Maybe I might have to switch the leads around. That might be the issue that I'm having. It says crack resistant welding of low alloy medium carbon steels. Low alloy and medium carbon steels. Extraordinary resistance to moisture pickup. The principal application is heavy equipment maintenance, frames, machine bases, and other uses is truck chassis, conveyor frames, cylinders, stuff like that. Basically heavy, super heavy equipment. Key features: superior weldability, including out of position, up to 25% higher deposition rate than conventional low hydrogen electrode. Tensile strength 78,000 pounds. I'm gonna turn it up and see what it do. Let me chip this off real quick. Once again, it's that funny looking weld like it did the first one. It's like peaked in the center. Matter of fact, before I do that, let me switch polarities right quick and see if that makes any difference. We're about to try it again at 90 amps with arc force and hot start, I'm sorry. Okay, now that ran like a 7018. I think I needed to reverse the polarity. That one ran completely different. I was able to drag that rod same way I would do a 7018. That was weird. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to go, because now that looks like a 7018. Wow, that's a big difference. Now look at the difference between that run and all the rest of them. But look at this one and look at the two 7018s. That looks like a 7018 weld. That is crazy. And that's just from reversing the polarity. I'm gonna come back this way and do some in-between passes. And see how it works out. I did a field pass between the two 7018s. We'll see how that turned out. See how it filled it in. Let it cool for a second. It did pretty good in between the 718s. I'm gonna run another bead all the way across the top of it. A little slower to fill it in and see how it works. I gotta get my speed right on my stick welding. It's all practicing. Yeah, that's some fat weaving right there. Right across the top. So I'm gonna come down in between these next two and do a pass to 718 with the polarity switched. Well, had an ugly start. I didn't come up and then drag back and then start, so I can hide the 718 did pretty good. It did just as good as that. I went a little slower with this one because I didn't do a field pass, so it's a little bit flatter than the XHD 66. So now I'm gonna run a bead through the center with the 7018 and then do another weave on top and see how that come out.